coming to Yoga at the Club. I am Sharon and I will be your guide today into a 45-minute Hatha slow flow. First of all, I call it a Hatha slow flow because I will teach you the pose, help you get into it and check your alignment, and then I will have you flow through a series of these poses in a sequence together, like a little choreographed dance. I am not using my music today. I am going to let you play your music in the background. You might need to turn your volume up pretty loud to hear me on this one. I apologize for that. I'm still working out some kinks on the technical side, but it's all going to be okay. First of all, make sure that you have a space where you can move your arms in every direction. Ideally, you have some kind of a hard surface, either a hardwood floor. I have a board here on which I have placed my mat to give me a little bit of elevation. But you also want to have something that you're not going to slip on. So this is a rather thin mat. Maybe you can see that, but it has a nice texture to it. It's going to prevent my feet and hands from slipping as they get hot and possibly a little sweaty from the heat that we're going to build up. Heat in yoga is called tapas. Tapas is what happens when your body creates heat internally or externally and it promotes change. Great things don't happen without change. That means you need some kind of a challenge. Hatha slow flow is going to give you a little bit of a challenge today. So if you've never done yoga before, do what feels comfortable for you. I am going to be exaggerating some of the poses a little bit. You just do the portion of it that lets you feel it in your own body, and it will be just fine. So if you're ready, let's begin. We can take a seat on the floor, and we're just going to start to settle into our practice. Settling into our practice means that we are going to arrive in our space, on our mat, and just notice how we're feeling today. So I invite you to close your eyes. If you're comfortable doing that, if you'd like to see what I'm doing, feel free. Guarantee you there's nothing to see with when I ask you to close your eyes. So just start to notice your breath as you breathe in and out in a comfortable position. And see how you're feeling today. Today is a Tuesday. Maybe it went better than a Monday. Hopefully it did. Breathe in and out and see what kind of energy you currently have. Is your breath smooth? Maybe it's shallow. It could be deep. Just notice what your breath feels like right now. I invite you to breathe a little deeper. Maybe you breathe in and out through your nose. A deep inhale will lift your spine erect, and an exhale will let your shoulders relax down and back. Do it again. Breathe in. Your spine is long and your head yearns towards the ceiling. And you exhale and you feel yourself relax. Really feel your hips root into the floor. Inhale and your spine lifts again. And exhale. If you've never tried the Ujjayi or a victorious breath before, it's really very simple. It sounds kind of like an ocean wave. So if you'd like to try it, go ahead and seal your lips. Pull your head back slightly in space so it constricts your throat ever so slightly. And then breathe in and out strongly through your nose. And you should hear your own breath. If you're not, imagine you're trying to fog up the mirror, but your lips stay closed. Try it again. This breath will naturally heat up your body, and it will help be the rhythm of your practice tonight, since I don't have my rhythm section. So Open your eyes if you'd like, and we're going to start a little bit of a warm-up here on the floor. I'm going to face forwards. Maybe you can see me a little bit better from different angles. I'd like you to raise your arms up overhead and bring your hands back down through the center. Sweep your arms up like you're gathering up all of the air in the room and pull them back down into your heart space. Do that one more time. Really reach back and up. Feel that rotation in your shoulders and pull the energy into your center. Put your legs out in front of you so that they're nice and long and straight. Bend your left knee and cross it over top of your right leg, and your right leg is flexed strongly. And you're going to lift your arms up, and you're going to twist and put your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. And now we're in half Lord of the Fishes. Breathe in and out here through the nose with that Ujjayi breath, with your back becoming straight and long and strong. And gaze over your right shoulder. Each time you inhale, get a little taller. And every time you exhale, maybe just see if you can't bring a little bit farther, a millimeter or less on the exhale, and relax something. Stay with your breath. Notice that it might be a little more difficult to breathe in this position. That's anatomically okay. Unwind, uncross, shake it out, and you're going to do the other side. So this time, your left foot is strong and flexed, your right knee is bent, and step it across onto the outside of your knee. Your arms come up, and you're twisting to the opposite direction now. So you're twisting with your right arm on the outside of your right knee. And stay here. If your hand comes up, you're half Lord of the Fishes. Doesn't have to come up. Breathe in and out. 3 long, strong, victorious breaths. Does it feel different on this side? Did you know that one lung is slightly smaller than the other? Go ahead and unwind. Shake it out a little bit. Swing your knees back behind you and come to a tabletop position on the mat. I'm going to step you into your first your first downward facing dog, So I want you to look at your hands, have them open wide, and you see where you can make an L with your fingertips? Well, this is where you want to put most of your weight in downward facing dog. So place your hands about half a handprint in front of your shoulders with your fingers wide. Your front index finger points forward on both hands and push into that space for the L's. Tuck your toes. Take an inhale. Tighten your core muscles just about 20% and lift your knees up off the mat. Breathe in and out here. Feel your arms long and strong. And on an exhale, push your thighs and your rear end backwards. And your hips, imagine that they're going up towards that corner where the wall meets the ceiling. Your knees can have a slight bend here. You could pedal your feet out. Push one heel down and bend the opposite knee. And do the other one. You're working out the ankles, you're working out the knees, you're gently stretching the hamstrings. And then come into stillness. We're going to take 5 long breaths as you check your alignment. Your feet should be about hip width apart. Your weight should be distributed evenly between all 4 corners, 2 hands, 2 feet. Your arms are strong. Your neck is loose. Your elbows pull in slightly towards your cheekbones. Your shoulders are away from your ears. Your hips are going high and your heels are trying to touch the floor behind you. They might not, that's okay. more deep breath here, in and out, your core remaining tight. In and out. On an inhale, lift the right leg way up high with a flexed foot. Bring it forwards to your nose. Curl in your back. Inhale, high to the sky. Exhale, cross that right knee over to your left elbow and twist. Inhale, back to the sky. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow and hover. Inhale, high to the sky. And this time, on the inhale, bring that foot all the way up and step it between your two hands. Probably already feeling a little bit of heat building, as you should. We are now in low lunge. I want you to walk your hands safely up to your knee. And as you swing your arms upwards, you are now in high lunge. Put your hands together and lean back slightly. Your back leg is strong. Your right knee tracks over your ankle towards the pinky toe side. High crescent lunge. One more breath here. Plant your left foot down at a 45-degree angle and back pedal your left hand to the back of the room and your right arm to the front of the room. And here you are in Warrior Two. Inhale and your spine is long and your core is nice and tight. Exhale, let those shoulders come away from your ears as you look fiercely like a warrior into the distance over your right fingertips. Try to find a point in front of you that's not moving. Probably not me. But if you find something that's not moving, it will help you to stay steady. Works in life, works in yoga, works in golf. One more here. And exhale. Inhale, reach that right arm forward. Flip your palm and bring it up and back, reverse dancing warrior. Keep that core strong, stay with your breath. Windmill your hands down, so plant your right hand down in front at your foot again, and then your left hand comes down and your toes pivot forward. Step your right foot back to the down dog. Take 2 breaths here to reset. Adjust whatever you need to adjust. Like my headband needs to go. And we're going to do it on the other side. Here we go. On an inhale, lift your left foot. Foot flexed. Inhale, bring it forward to your nose. Curl the back. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, cross it over, left knee to the right elbow, twist. Inhale, bring it back to the sky. Exhale, bring it left knee to the left elbow. Inhale, bring it back to the sky. Exhale, bring your foot all the way to the front of the mat. Low lunge. Take a breath here. And then walk yourself up to high lunge. Hands rise up over your head. Lean it back. High crescent lunge. Opening all through this side of your body, the right side now. Your thigh should be feeling it on the front of it. And also the hamstring. Swing your right arm back as you plant your right leg at a 45-degree angle. Your left hand reaches forward into your strong warrior two. Check your knee alignment. Lean forward, flip the hand, reverse dancing warrior, lean it back. It's a slight back bend here, you should feel it. Look up at the ceiling at your hand up there. One more, get really long. Exhale, windmill it, back down to the mat. Left hand, then the right. Readjust your back foot. Inhale. Exhale back to down dog. Great job. We're going to do that one a little faster. We're going to move with one motion to one breath. So if you're ready, here we go. Right side first. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose, curl forward. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, cross it over to the left. Inhale, it comes up. Exhale, it comes to the right knee. Inhale, it goes up. Exhale, you come forward. Inhale, you walk it up to crescent lunge. Lean it back on the exhale. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, your reverse dancing warrior. Inhale and bring it back down. Exhale, the down dog. Inhale, the left leg goes up. Exhale, you cross, bring it into your knee and round. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, cross it over this time. That's where we were. Exhale, bring it up. Forward and up. Step it in between. Walk it up to low lunge, high lunge, crescent lunge. Warrior two. Reach it forward for peaceful. Bring her back. And windmill it back down and around. Step it back to down dog. Go ahead and bring your knees wide and onto the mat. Take a little rest in child's pose. Probably feeling a little heat building here. Child's pose for 5 breaths while we rest. Your bottom comes towards your heels. It might not make it. Head comes to the mat or onto your hands. And just rest and regather. We're not stopping. We're taking a break. We're watching our breath. Keep breathing strongly, that Ujjayi if you're using it. 2 more breaths here. On an inhale, unfold yourself back to your tabletop position. Push yourself back up into your upside down V shape, downward facing dog. This time I want you to walk your hands back towards your feet. Hang here for just a minute and decompress your spine. Maybe you grab opposite elbows. Let your head hang, shake it no, shake it yes. Let your hands drop to the mat. Slowly roll up 1 vertebrae at a time, as if that's what we could really do. And you find yourself in a wide stance mountain pose. So in mountain pose, you want to be very grounded, right? So a mountain is strong, a mountain is big, a mountain takes up space, a mountain is unmovable. How can we make ourselves unmovable? Well, notice your feet. Are they rooted into the ground? Lift up all your toes. Can you feel where the parts of your foot are now hitting the mat and the floor? That's what you want. Put your toes back down. You want to keep feeling that rootedness, that connectedness to the ground. Let your attention travel up your leg till you get to your knees. Your knees can have a slight bend in them. That's good. You don't want to be locking your knees, just a little bit of a bend. Travel up to your thighs. Engage your thighs just slightly and pull your kneecaps up. You might feel the inner arches of your foot lift. You're engaging those muscles that sometimes we forget about because modern footwear has that nice little arch that lets us be lazy. This is why it's good to do yoga barefoot. You can do all kinds of things you can't do in a shoe. Traveling farther up, your hips should be tilted forwards, like a bowl's tilted forward, so your tailbone tucks slightly. Your core muscles are slightly engaged, as if someone has a string and is tugging it just about 20% back towards your spine. So just a slight engagement here. Your spine is nice and long. Your shoulders relax away from the ears and come down your back. Move your head just slightly back in space so your ears land above your shoulders. Grandma might have called this stacking your blocks. All your your major parts are stacked in a nice, neat tower, and your head lands nicely on top, long and strong. You're feeling that energy up through the feet, the legs, the hips, the spine, the sides, the shoulders, and you're a mountain. 3 breaths here, like you mean it. Your 3rd breath, I want you to start to pour your weight into your left leg. You feel that energy shifting. Bring your right leg up. You're in one-legged Tadasana. Can you point your foot in front of you? It's not about how high it gets, it's about is it long. It could be really close to the floor. It could be on the floor. Point and flex your foot a few times, working that ankle while you're keeping the rest of your mountain nice and strong. Back up, put your arms up, a little bit of a balance here. Find that point that's not moving again. One more big breath here. Set your foot down. Bring your arms down. Can you feel a difference in the sides? Let's try the other side. Pour all your weight into your right foot. Tippy-toe the left foot. Bring your left knee up. One-legged Tadasana. Can you bring it out in front of you? Keeping your mountain tall. Point and flex that foot. Bend the knee again. Bring the arms up, crane pose. One more breath here. Staying strong, staying long. And put the foot down with control. Maybe you've seen in the fitness room at Whitmore, I have the just one thing. Come to the center of your mat. The just one thing pose. If you do just one thing, do eagle. Here's how you do it. We've already done a lot of the parts of it. So you're standing in mountain pose. You're lifting your foot, right? Cross it over the top like we did when we were laying on our backs. Maybe it goes all the way around. Your thighs pull tightly together here. Now, lift your arms up, and you can just hug opposite elbows. The important thing is that the leg that's on top, the opposite arm goes underneath. You're going to fall out of it, and that's okay. It's a practice. Your foot can land on the floor, keep you steady, that's fine. Bend your knees and pull your thighs tightly together. And try to pull your elbows away from you and maybe up. You're all twisted up in this shape, but you are using so many of the major muscle groups. You're opening your shoulder, you're strengthening your thighs, your standing foot, your ankles working hard here. Now I want you to unwind and fly your arms back up into crane and land back on your mountaintop. Good job. Let's do the other side. Pour all of your weight now into your right foot. Take a deep breath and your left leg lifts, crosses over, maybe around, maybe not. Do what feels right, and sides can be different. They could very well be very different. Arms can cross, they can wrap. Back of the hands, the palms could touch. Try to sit low, bringing all the energy to the center. Are you breathing still? It's easy to forget. Breathe in and try to pull those arms up and away while they stay crossed. Exhale, go a little farther down. Inhale and fly up to the top and land on your mountain. Take a breath. Or two. Take a drink if you need to. Towel off. Close your eyes and feel what it's like to land on a mountain. We're going to bring the energy down a little bit here to the floor. So go ahead and have a seat somewhere in the middle of your mat. We're not quite done yet. We're going to do a little bit more tapas here with boat pose. So bring your feet to the mat. Feel your spine is nice and long. Lean back slightly. Let your feet come off the mat. Your arms come forward. Your tummy is tight. Holding it and breathing. 10 breaths here. Your legs could be long, your legs could be bent, your hands could touch your legs, you could fall out of it, it's all okay. Just start again. Breathing in and out like you mean it. Maybe you count backwards. 8, 7, 6, keep your shoulders away from your ears. 2 more. Last one. And slowly bring your legs and your back down with control. You should be laying on your back on your mat. We're going to do a little work with bridge here. Now you bring your knees in so your feet are touching or very close to your bottom. And you're going to lay your arms out long on the mat and push into your feet. They could be hip width apart if you like. Push into your feet as you raise your hips up. Exhale to bring it down. Again. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, bring it down with control. Feel every part of your spine touching the mat. Last time up and down. This time when you bring your arms up, your hips up, bring your arms up so they come up by your ears and down, adding all this movement to your breath. Inhale, it all rises. Exhale, it all comes back down with control. A couple more times. Stay up at this time when you rise. Hold for 3 breaths. Keep your hips up, bring your arms down, clasp your hands underneath you, walk your shoulders a little closer together, and really pull your hands towards your feet and your head away. So untuck your chin a little. Feel that spine and the shoulders grow long. Keep your hips up there. And release the hands and slowly bring it back down to the mat. Walk your feet out to the sides and let your knees knock together. And just pretend your legs are windshield wipers. Let them go back and forth a little bit. Rolling that lower back, that lower spine into the mat. Pardon my crazy dog. Come to stillness. Walk your feet back together maybe. Bring your knees into your chest. Bring them wide and pull them in towards your armpits. If you could get your knees into the armpits, just imagine what that might feel like. Go towards that feeling. So your back is going to be ironed into the mat. That nice little S curve of your back that's usually lumped up. You can feel it. You can probably almost put your hand under it. Well, that should be ironed into the mat nice and flat. Happy baby pose. Reach up for whatever you can get. Maybe it's the back of your thighs. Maybe it's your ankles or your feet, the inner, the outer part of your foot. And just rock side to side a little bit. Happy baby. It's hard to be sad and happy baby. Pull your knees back together. Keep your knees here and roll them both. Let them both fall to the right as your arm goes into a cactus or a T to the left, and maybe gaze to the left. Spinal twist. You still breathing? Again, we were kind of in this shape earlier. try kicking your upper leg out in front of you and reach for your bottom foot with your back arm. Your cat pulling its tail. If you don't like it, just go back to spinal twist. That's fine. But this is, again, we're stretching and our hamstring, and then the bottom leg, it's the thigh that's getting the stretch. Your shoulders both try to yearn towards the floor. Slowly bring your knees back to the center. Take a breath. On an exhale, both knees are going to drape over to the left and your arm opens to the right. Spinal twist here, other side. You twist and turn a whole lot when you're playing golf, don't you? And we do it when we're doing laundry and dishes and grocery shopping and lifting the children. Try to relax your shoulder into the mat. Imagine that it was a cannonball and you could not lift it off the mat. It was just that heavy. What did that feel like right here? If you have space and you want to try it, extend your right leg out long and clasp your back foot, or cat pulling its tail, or just stay where you're at. Feel the breath move. Pull your knees back up into your chest and come back to the center. Maybe your forehead comes toward your knees and you curl yourself up into a ball. Rock a little bit, all the different directions you feel you need it before you come into final rest, Savasana. I'm going to have you do the Savasana today in butterfly pose. So bring your feet together like they're kissing each other. And put them in a spot that you feel is comfortable for you. You can use blocks or a blanket underneath your knees if you like. If this doesn't feel good for you, just lay your legs out long. And your arms, I'd like you to place one hand on your belly and one on your heart. Just to help you notice your breath and your beating heart. You worked a lot of muscle groups today. You did a lot of things that maybe you didn't think about doing before, shapes that you purposely put your body into and experienced what it was like to breathe in that shape, some of them more difficult than others. Now it's time to let all of that rest. Let it all go. Let go of tension in your forehead. Let go of the Ujjayi breath. Just breathe your own sweet, natural breath. Leave the tension in the jaw and the shoulders behind. And take rest. Your body will remember the lessons you taught it, the work that you did. Let it happen. And breathe. Yoga is an ancient practice. It's wisdom from all the great grandmothers and grandfathers and societies and cultures and civilizations that crossed paths in the ancient world. Today, you got to be a part of that. Part of a long line of humans, all sharing the same breath, on the same earth, with the same atmosphere. When you're ready, start to bring some gentle movements to your hands. Maybe you help your knees come back together and rock them side to side. You can grab behind your hamstrings and rock and roll yourself up to a seated position. I'd like to thank you so much for coming to Hatha Slow Flow Yoga. I told you it was a slow flow, but if you were working, you probably feel a little bit like you did a workout. So I appreciate you coming today and trying out my class. I hope you come and see me in person at the fitness center. And until we meet again, namaste.